All right, we're here with the next blue box van from GE. This is truly a stand van. Much to my surprise, all this is metal too. This is metal, probably aluminum. All this stuff is metal. I assumed that they were plastic, but they are not. Very impressed with that. No stand with it, but it was a stand fan. It's got a different model number. I'll show you that in a second. Only bummer about having these things on the side of the fan is you can't lay it on its side. It has a different unusual sort of model number, and I think that's because it's the stand model. What we're going to do today is we'll see if the blades come off. I got to make a little room here so I have some place to put them if they do. And then that'll be the sort of plan, you know what I mean? The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill an oil hole in the mounting bar in the back so that we can, pardon. The other thing I'm going to do, there we go. My plan was to drill an oil hole in the stand, in the mount, so that you can oil this motor without taking the whole fan apart. As you know, if you're familiar with these, we have a plate back here that holds the clip for the bearing. This is a single bearing, and it has a C-clip at the back that holds the whole thing together. And once you put it all back together, there's no way to get in there and oil through the plate that you drill into to open it up. So, you know, that's kind of a deal, right? Pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the mounting system for the stand. This is pretty significant. So this has pins in it that locate there. That is pretty wild. And then this is the part that turns. Huh. Very interesting. There's the other one on the other side. As you can see, here's our wiring. All untampered with, original, we think. Looks it, anyway. And other than some dirt and stuff, it's not too bad. Wiring all looks okay. The cord is all cool. This is a pretty minty little guy, so we'll just get it cleaned up, and that'll be the plan. I don't think I'm going to be able to drill through here. There's 2 layers of this. I mean, you probably could. The idea was to drill in so that you could get in there with the oil and just oil through the hole you drill. I don't know if that's going to work. I guess I'll have to think on that a little bit, and we'll see. It's not too stuck. Let's plug it in and see what happens. My power is not out here. All right, so I think we'll just go ahead and wait. Because that is, every time I turn it, it's getting a little better, but that's not gonna, we'll wait. So anyway, there's a little more up that and that, and we'll see what happens. Maybe the blades will come off. Let's try now. Well, that was pretty loose. Just loosen it so that it's not connecting. And then see if not really. Okay. You can always try double checking, making sure it's not our set screw that's holding us up. Yeah, nope, we're just properly stuck on there. Okay. So we'll do the whole thing. Let's get the puller out. All right, so we're gonna try and pull the blades. I made up a little, this is really difficult to do. You need, if you don't have the right tools, I really don't have the right tools. But what you need is you need a dowel or something you can use to press through, because this is only going to go so far, the pin that's at the end of this. But at the same time, you need something with a divot or a hole into it so that this will locate in a centered way so that you can get direct pressure. So I'm going to use this, and hopefully this little divot that this has in it is enough for it to be cool. We'll see. Well, at this point, come on now. Almost. And hopefully this one, even though it's a little small and it doesn't have the indentation for the tip of this, hopefully it's enough. We can get a decent hold on it. Okay, we got a little bit there. And I might not need the wrench. Usually what you do is you put your wrench on here, I'll show you. Like this. And I usually hold the wrench steady and turn the blades like this, so that you're not putting any crazy amount of torque. But this is so actually pretty free, so I'm just going to do this by hand. There we go, we're free. Now I just want to try not to lose that dowel and let it hit the windings. So be real careful about that. There we go. There's your blades, not too dirty, crazy. And here we are. All right, here we are. The motor looks nice and clean. No burned areas. If you go back to my old videos, I got a 50s version of this, and the motor was kind of burned up. You could see evidence of it on these, but this looks good. So I'm not gonna do it today. This will be the end of this video, but we'll do a little cleaning and we'll do some, pulling of the motor apart. And I think this thing will run. I have a feeling we're in good shape for this one. So anyway, this is the rolling stand GE without the stand. Pretty unusual. And here is the sticker. Our model is F14P4, and that has to do with probably the P4 is probably the stand part. You can see we only have 3 feet here, and not all of them seem to be original. I don't know. This looks different than this. Who knows? Who cares? Maybe because this was missing for years and it sat this way and this one never touched the ground. That's why it's rounder than these other ones. Which also tells us that maybe this fan has been missing the stand for a long time. You know, maybe that's the case, you know what I mean? So anyway, here's the old GE. We're gonna clean her up and see if she runs nice for us. Alright, so case came out okay. There's, obviously rust from mouse poop and stuff. But cleaned out okay. The top side of the motor, I was hoping this would clean up a little more, but that's, that's the way that is. So yeah, everything looks cool. I mean, there you go. The blades are a little dirtier than I'd hoped. I hoped they would clean up a little better. They look okay in the video, but they're pretty stained on the paint's pretty stained on the in person here, but that's okay, whatever. So yeah, really interesting little fan. Next thing we do is we pull the motor down and we drill and pull the plate. I might try Jordan Yu's trick for pulling the plate. He said don't drill it, you can get metal bits in there, and he's absolutely right. So we might try with the nail and try and tap through with a nail, but I found that some of these actually have 2 plates. I don't know how easy that's going to be, so we'll find out. I was going to call this Pandemic Blue, but actually the other blue box fan. So right now I have 3 of these blue ones. I have the first one I found for free, like this one, free. Which we call Rusty Bob. That one was a real mess. That's the one with the plastic grill on the front, and it is reversible. And I've had that for a while. Second one I got, actually, I was going to call this one the Pandemic Blue, but I already got one of the Pandemic. The one I got last summer or fall or whatever that was really bouncy, I had a hard time with that one. That one really did not want to even out. It's still very shaky. I got it fairly balanced, but it's kind of a mess. That one must have been dropped when it was running or something. But it looks really nice. That one's probably the best cosmetic condition of the 3. So I'm going to call this one Omicron Blue. Omicron Blue for this one, and this is part 1. So stay tuned for part 2, and we'll pull the motor apart and oil it and see if we can get it to run nice and see if it shakes a lot. We're going to find out. There are... hold on, let me show you. As you can see, there are weights. They did put weights, and I found all of them. They have been weighted. They're just, some of these still shake a lot. So anyway, that's the deal. Omicron Blue. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next part, and we'll see you then.